Hello and welcome to Jagran High Tech. Today I am in Amazon's brand new office here in Bengaluru and सुबह से मैं इस ऑफिस में घूम रहा हूँ. इस ऑफिस में there's a different sort of atmosphere. There's a sort of liveliness to everything, right from their boardrooms to their sensory garden to their pickleball courts. They've got it all over here. And आज इस conversation को और ज़्यादा डिटेल में आगे बढ़ाने के लिए AI का क्या रोल है, किस तरीके से कंज्यूमर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में Amazon प्ले कर रहा है with the advent and actualization of AI, I have got someone very interesting me today. So चलते हैं, सीधा उनसे मिलके आते हैं. So Zeba, welcome to Jagran High Tech. I've been in this new facility since morning and honestly, I've been to a lot of offices throughout the globe. This is something else, more than 7,000 employees, 11 floors. What is happening here?
Yeah, no, first of all, welcome to our new office and very happy that you could make it here and you have to actually come here to feel the vibe of it, you know, it's difficult to describe. So I hope you've liked being here so far.
Of course.
I mean, you walk into this building, every floor you go to, you know, there's an energy going on. So you'll find someone solving a customer problem, you'll find someone, you know, just bouncing off ideas with each other, someone having a casual chai somewhere. So that way it's really, really good. And we strongly believe at Amazon that, you know, a 2-hour conversation on Zoom, actually when you meet in a collaborative face-to-face environment, you can solve problems in 2 minutes.
Correct.
So that's the energy and vibe you'll see in this
Right.
office.
So walk me through it, you know, we can have this conversation while we're on the move. What is the broader picture behind all of this in terms of, you know, you mentioned about open collaboration. That seems to be one of your key themes.
Yeah.
A conversation that can be had in person. 2 minutes में जैसे अभी हम बात कर रहे हैं, अगर ये Zoom call होती, so this would have been like a
very formal
right.
And yeah, perhaps you know, we allow for collision of ideas. That's the whole thought behind this building. I mean, we have like huddle rooms, we have a 250-seater event space, we have an amphitheater, we have a multi-cuisine cafeteria. And like I said, we truly believe in diversity and inclusion. It is for everyone with different working styles. Also, we've taken care of accessibility, you know, so that everybody can enjoy all the facilities that are available here. So lots to do and to make work fun.
I mean, you know, a question that a lot of us have and a lot of people on the internet also have. What is the day like in an average Amazonian's life? And एक और अजीब सा question है, but बहुत लोग पूछते हैं क्या Amazon में lunch free मिलता है?
There are no free lunches, my friend, but no, I mean, the day is super exciting. Our business is live. We are on 24/7 and that's why I said the energy you will feel in this building will be different.
Of course.
And every second, like millions of customers in India are transacting with us. So you will find a day will be so many different things coming together. There'll be planned meetings, there'll be unplanned meetings. Sometimes there are crisis days that we have. We are solving a customer issue. And you know, this building, it houses all our functions. So we have leadership, we have all the business functions, supply chain, operations. So that also really works because we get to meet a variety of functions and interact with them. And all of us come together, you know, either to celebrate or to solve a problem.
Right. So out of all these new things you mentioned, pickleball, I saw a basketball court over here on my way. आपका favorite क्या है? What is the one thing that you like doing in your free time?
I actually like to walk around the building.
Chale? Okay, let's walk around.
It's actually a nice, healthy thing to do. I do a lot of one-on-ones on, you know, while walking.
Right.
It's nice to get some space, some air, and also have good, important conversations. So.
I also read about this particular garden that you have in this building.
Yes, and sensory garden.
Sensory garden.
Yep.
So how does that work in the scheme of things?
Yeah, again, you know, that's like an investment for the well-being of our employees. We understand that there is a lot of intense work happening here and everybody needs some time out, space to just get some fresh air, and that's why we have this. And it also tells us that, you know, it's not that Amazon India is being served from a distance, you know. Really, we are building Amazon from here in India, this building. It is an investment that has been made and for the long-term welfare of the 7,000 people that work here.
Of course. I remember last time I was speaking to one of your colleagues in a different office, Amazon office only. He mentioned the term war room.
Yes.
I feel war room and sensory garden are two very different things, but very critical at the same time, right?
Absolutely. Exactly. Like I told you, right? I mean, this is a creative space. It's also an intense space. And there are moments when, you know, we go into war rooms when our events are happening. We're all busy solving, you know, every customer's issue. So all sorts of things happen. And we'll tell you more as we
Definitely. See, देखो 2026 है. AI summit अभी हुई थी and everybody is talking about AI. We've got global leaders in the country at the AI summit. Lots of chatter, lots of talk. I am personally very much interested in knowing what is Amazon India doing about AI, how your operations are being working about it in the back end.
Yeah.
I think for that conversation, no, we should transition inside. We should sit inside
Let's
the
go.
office
Yep.
and have that conversation. Chalo, let's go.
Let's go.
So Deepa, you've been around with Amazon India for almost 4 years now. Amazon has been around for 22 years.
Yes.
Since 2004.
Yeah.
पहले का time अलग था. अब we are in the AI era. 2026 is all about AI. Of course, I'll talk about that later. We'll have a detailed chat about that. But you know, just to think on a macro level or just throw back a little bit, what has been the journey like for Amazon in India? And you know, what were a couple of inflection points या फिर key highlights आपकी क्या रही हैं इस journey में?
Absolutely. Like you said, there was a small group of people, you know, with a belief and conviction that started this idea of Amazon India in 2004. And, you know, the one word I can use for that journey to where we are now today is compounding, you know, building every day, bit by bit. In 2013, when the retail operations just launched, we didn't know, you know, if the Indian customer would take to e-commerce the way they have.
Right.
How would deliveries work? You know, what are the challenges we could face? Will this operation sustain in the long term? These were not easy answers, but there was a belief, and here we are today, where 10 million customers, you know, in India, they call Amazon apni dukaan. They trust Amazon, and that's happened because we've delivered on a promise consistently.
Right.
You know, when they come to Amazon, they know that मुझे सबसे बड़ा selection यहीं पे मिलेगा for all categories. You know, they can trust the prices, they can trust the delivery, they know it will come on time. So these are, you know, very deep relationships that we've built with customers over all these years,
Of course.
and we are very proud of, you know, what we've been able to accomplish.
Of course. So you mentioned apni dukaan. Of course, it's one of your viral lingos. बहुत जगह पे Amazon अपनी दुकान मैंने बहुत बारी सुना है. But I want to understand the deeper meaning of it. Like, what does it actually stand for the brand?
When I say apni dukaan, you know, what it means is that we are on a mission to, you know, for example, in electronics, if I talk about it, which I had, democratize, you know, access to technology for everyone. So what apni dukaan means is, चाहे आप दिल्ली में हो, बॉम्बे में हो, कोयम्बटूर में हो, इंदौर में हो, छोटी सी छोटी जगह में हो या मेट्रोज में हो, everybody has access to that vast selection that Amazon has. You know, with all of that, we believe that everybody can call it their shop because there's something for everybody.
Right. And you mentioned, you know, consumer electronics. I feel that India is not just a smartphone market anymore. Of course, we're getting beyond to other electronics like television, soundbars, washing machines, the category that you in particular had, right? तो अपनी दुकान का relevance यहाँ पे important ज़्यादा क्या है या different कैसे है एक smartphone purchase से versus एक महंगे television की purchase से जिसकी average duration customer की 3 साल 4 साल रहेगी compared to a smartphone. So what is the difference there and how do you manage to retain or transfer that trust?
जब कंज्यूमर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स की बात आती है, राइट, टीवी है या लार्ज अप्लायंसेस हैं, पीपल बाय इट वंस इन 3 years, वंस इन 4 years, राइट. स्मार्टफोन भी आजकल लोग कम से कम 2-3 साल में एक बार ले रहे हैं, राइट. एंड इन माय यू नो दीज कैटेगरीज दैट आई टेक केयर ऑफ, ट्रस्ट इज सो मच मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट बिकॉज ये हाई एसपी कैटेगरीज हैं. एवरी पर्सन, you know, typically takes almost 30 to 45 days to make a decision. You know, they keep browsing, they keep checking reviews, they keep comparing, and then they finally zero in on what I'm going to buy. So for us, the few things and what we stand for is first and foremost selection. You'll hear me saying it multiple times, but we pride ourselves on the fact that we have the largest and widest selection, whether it is smartphones, whether it's laptops, whether it's PCs, it's audio, any consumer electronic category that you can think of, we focus on giving the widest selection to the customer. Second is obviously giving it to them at the best value that they can get in the market. And when I say value, I don't just mean price. What we are trying to do here and unlock is access for the customer, meaning best affordability options. चाहे वो exchange हो, चाहे वो cashbacks हो, चाहे वो no cost EMI हो, you know, these are very important affordability levers, and we see Indian customers want those levers to be able to access the most premium tech. So that becomes the second thing. And third and most importantly is convenience, getting the delivery in a trusted way on these high ASP products at their doorstep on time. All of these things matter, and especially in some of my categories like large appliances, यहाँ पे installation चाहिए होता है, right? So we We also provide installation services in 300 plus cities. We are 4.8 star rated. So that is a very important customer experience for us, and we focus on that as well, कि they get a seamless delivery and installation. And of course, after doing all of this, now there's a fourth layer which we are focusing on, and that's the area of discovery through AI. You know, what you touched upon.
Right.
That's where AI comes in, on how do we make it easy for the customer.
Correct.
So we can talk more on that.
Yeah, I was just gonna come on to that. So now I want to talk about AI. Last 2 years, 3 years, my spectacles have AI in them. First generation I had gotten from Amazon. In fact, the Ray-Ban Meta first gen,
Yes,
they were on sale. So how does it actually make impact in the end customer's life, right? Because we've seen AI come in as a buzzword now from the last 2-3 years. So in your particular category, how does the implementation of AI for Amazon help the end customer in making a better decision, better choice?
Thanks for again asking, particularly in the context of shopping, Konak, because the way we are using AI is to make it so easy and natural for the customer that truly it adds value to their shopping journey. And I'll explain to you how do we do that, right? Let's take consumer electronics. We're talking about consumer electronics. It is a complex category. Today, you know, if we go to buy a laptop, there are so many configurations, RAM, ROM. So there are so many technical specs that an average person, or take say even a parent, you know, they're looking for a laptop for their child going back to school, etc.
Right.
The choices are overwhelming, and this category is technical on top of that. So definitely, you know, there is a need to simplify choices, to help them understand and literally pick on what is right for their needs. And this is where we are using AI. So we have a, you know, shopping assistant chatbot called Rufus. You would have seen it on the app perhaps, and that's an amazing assistant. So you can ask Rufus, you know, for my need, like which would you recommend, etc. So this Rufus chatbot assistant is turning out to be a big, you know, enabler, game changer for us. Customers are loving it and adopting it. There are many other tools like this. For example, we have something called price history. So if you go, you see a product, it will tell you the history of pricing of that product. So then it builds trust, you know, like if you see something for 45,000 and you're like, should I wait? Is this the best price? Is it not? You know, these are typical thoughts we have. But price history tells you that, oh, you know, this is the lowest it has ever been, or it's not the lowest it has ever been. Either way, right? We build trust. There are many other tools we've layered on top. For example, we have something called AI Lens. So for example, televisions, you know, I'm confused. Will 55-inch look good in my home? Is it large enough? Now we have an AI tool where you can actually see the product. When you go to the detail page of that product, you can actually, you know, scan your room and it will tell you how it will look in your room. So these are all very, very practical uses of AI that, you know, we are making to make the journey much better. So I'm a strong believer that it's not that AI is going to make the choice for you, but it will help you make the best choice. So that's how I'd like to sum it up.
No, of course, very, very well put there. But my question to you is now that tier 1, tier 2 में I can believe कि इसकी implications और actual में use case scenarios बन रहे हैं. But now tell me कि tier 3, tier 4, as you mentioned कि 100% pin code serviceability है Amazon की India में. So over there, how would you see AI actually being an enabler in solving for the very, very last mile? Probably the tier 4 or the last city of India.
Actually today, you won't believe, 85% of our customers are coming from tier 2, tier 3 cities. The good news and the heartening fact here is that when I talk about all these AI tools and AI adoption that I was telling you about, we are seeing this happen in tier 2, tier 3 cities as well. You know, Amazon is available in 7 languages. So, you know, we are making it as easy as possible for customers anywhere in India to access these tools in natural languages. So it's very much available. We're seeing the customer traction and we are seeing similar trends in terms of adoption, and it is manifesting itself in the sales outcomes as well. So we are seeing premium, say AI enabled specs, you know, televisions or mobile phones, a large chunk of sales coming from tier 2, tier 3 cities and growing very fast, which tells us that these customers do want AI and they are aware and they are comparing and they are doing research on which product to buy.
And this being present in different vernacular languages also help you?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. You know, we have been investing on making sure it's available in vernacular languages, and we'll continue on that journey.
Definitely. See, you mentioned the price checker tool, which is now integrated in Amazon. As a personal Amazon user and an avid Amazon buyer and spender also. So I remember I used to go on these third-party websites.
Right.
I also used to have a plugin for one of the web browsers, which would just scan the entire page, and it was of course third party, but it would give me historical graphs and data. So all of that is now integrated within the
all of that is integrated. Even reviews, you would know that Amazon obviously is well known for its authentic ratings and reviews. Like I said, you're buying a very high spec television, you're not going to sit and read 4,000 reviews. You would like to, and you would say, I wish someone just went through 4,000 reviews and told me what is this, what are people really talking about it. And like right now social media and word of mouth is big, people are influenced by it. So we have tools. So we now have a AI review tool which gives you a summary that what is the most common features that people are talking about, good and bad, about a product. That's another use case.
So you've got this price tool, you've got Smart Choice.
Yes.
So just tell me a little bit about Smart Choice as well.
So Smart Choice actually is more of a curation layer. It's not an AI tool per se. What Smart Choice is doing is, I'll give you an example of a category of say laptops, which is where we started, and now we are rolling it out to multiple consumer electronic categories, because like I said, the technical nature of the category is such. So when we started with laptops, the big idea or customer insight there was that, again, the category being complex, a lot of customers used to say, when I search for a laptop, I see so many options, I am confused. The price bands, the specs, the use cases are so different. What should I buy? Everything looks great. I don't know what to buy. So what we did was, we first created customer profiles. So for example, you have content creators, you have gamers, you have students. So there are these profiles that we see where customer cohorts we created, and then for each customer cohort within particular price bands, what's the best pick of a laptop do you have? So I'm doing all the hard work of, out of 40,000 listings, telling you those 5 or 10 products that are great for you as a gamer or a content creator or a student. So this is what Smart Choice is all about, and we're seeing a lot of good traction from our customers. A large part of our sales in laptops is now flowing through these Smart Choice selection that we have, and we are now slowly expanding it to the other complex categories, be it cameras, etc.
So Rufus, which was just traditionally a chatbot, is now smarter in the whole expanse of Amazon's universe, right?
Yes.
With all these smart AI tools coming into the picture.
Yes.
Makes sense. So Ziba, we've been hearing a lot about premiumization in India, and the average customers' buying power increasing, especially in tier 2, tier 3 cities. And who better to ask this question to than you, right? Because digital ke andar, online ke andar, tier 3, tier 4 ke andar jo premiumization ho rahi hai, what do you see as the driving factor behind it? And where do you think the mix of AI and the ease of buying things online now with all the tools that you just mentioned, how does it all look like in the future?
We are seeing premiumization happen across. So first I can tell you that I take care of almost 11 categories across consumer electronics, like from mobile phones to accessories, audio, TVs, large appliances. I am seeing premiumization happen across in different shapes and forms. So for example, when it comes to mobile phones, it's obviously premium mobile phones that are growing the fastest. Like be it 20 to 30,000 or 50,000 and above, we are seeing that segment grow much faster. When I come to televisions, I'm seeing 65-inch, 75-inch, 55-inch growing much faster than the rest of the portfolio. So it's happening across. So one thing I want to establish is it's not restricted to any one category, it's happening across.
Okay.
The second thing we're seeing is exactly what you pointed out, which is it's not just happening in metros, it is happening in tier 2, tier 3 cities as well. So in fact, even in tier 2, tier 3 cities, we see people many times, like first time buyers, they're buying a laptop for the first time, or they're buying a tablet for the first time, and they are straight away entering into the premium subcategory. Okay. So it's not like, people are buying basic specs, then upgrading. They are straight away researching and then entering the category through a premium offering. And I'll tell you why that's happening. The why, you were asking me the why behind it. The why behind it is, one, obviously, like we just spoke about, with AI, people have access to knowledge. They are way more educated on their choices. They are comparing, they are researching, and AI is helping them do that. And we are playing a part in that journey of making it easier for them. We service 100% PIN code, so everybody has access to the latest technology, not just people sitting in metros. Now, that is all about access and discovery. Then comes the part of affordability. And that's where I think the breakthrough has happened on e-commerce, and we pretty much take it as a very critical input in our business, which is things like no-cost EMI, cashbacks, exchange propositions, options. These really help because these customers, the behavior we are seeing of these tier 2, tier 3 customers who want to buy premium tech, it's not just about the price point, it is about value.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, so you can now buy a 65,000 TV pretty much at 3,300 installments per month. So why not?
Right.
People are asking that question, why not? Let me look at the affordability levers and options available.
Right.
So that's really unlocking.
Correct. I was reading about this somewhere recently. There was a survey, I've forgotten the name of the survey, but it said that India is no more a price conscious country, we are a value conscious country, right?
Yes.
So even if there is a smartphone which is probably say a 50,000 rupee phone, but it offers more value for money
Exactly.
than a 20,000 rupee phone, users are choosing that, right?
Yes, and we're making it easier for them.
Right.
We are, unlocking no-cost EMI for them. We are getting them the best exchange offers, cashbacks, bank partnerships, etc. So that's all helping people actually, realize their dreams of, getting the premium tech that they want.
Right. I mean, we've seen a considerable shift post-pandemic in terms of, premiumization. Do you think easy affordability of credit card loans, easy EMIs, no-cost EMIs, or NBFC banks getting into this entire bandwagon has helped all of that? Or is it just like that whole post-pandemic thing that, I don't know where life is taking me, so I'll just shop?
Yeah. No, I think we've been seeing a consistent trend now. I do believe definitely affordability has unlocked it. But like I said, it's also layered with the fact that there is more awareness, education, and with, like I was sharing with you, all the AI tools that are entering the shopping journey and where we are enabling the customers to understand the specs better, to make informed choices for themselves. I think that's playing a big role as well. And the beauty of it for us at Amazon is it's available in 100% PIN codes. So these tools are available for all our customers.
Right. So again, 2026, we'll only talk about the future. Aage 1 saal, 2 saal, 3 saal, 5 saal. Where do you think this industry is headed?
Yeah.
Where do you think Amazon sits, and how do you guys plan to operate and move this industry forward?
See, we are on a mission to democratize premium tech, as I told you, at least as far as consumer electronics is concerned. And here, couple of things, at least at this point in time, we see them panning out in the near future. One is AI-enabled devices. Last year, I remember around this time, beginning of 25, we were speculating that perhaps we'll sell 5-10% in the overall PCs that we sell. In Diwali, literally like 1/4 of our sales were AI-enabled PCs. And this year, we are very gung-ho on this trend, and we believe maybe even a third of sales by the time we end 2026 will come from AI-enabled PCs. Second, like I said, premiumization will continue to happen. And third, the growth is going to come from tier 2, tier 3 customers. So these are the things we're really looking forward to and working towards, and building the largest selection and the best value and the most convenient place to shop consumer electronics.
Right. So Zeba, this has been very interesting, lots of insights, lots of conversation. One particular thing, that has also taken you aback in this whole AI era, one thing that has come to you as a complete shocker, कि यार ये क्या हो गया? ये इस पिन कोड से ऐसे ऑर्डर कैसे आ रहे हैं? या ये नया ट्रेंड कैसे इमर्ज हो रहा है?
I think if I think about it, I can give you an example of, say, wearables. Wearables started as something which was more of a, steps, or, people were just using it to track their, basic fitness metrics. But now, the way that selection and that category is expanding, the new form factors that we are now selling, be it bands, rings, etc., I think people have integrated it as a wellness tool in their lifestyle. Blood oxygen levels, even blood pressure, certain devices can do that as well. So I think this is one example where, it's metamorphosed into literally a wellness lifestyle kind of a product. So this is one category that I can think of. We didn't think it will go in that direction, but it has. And we're seeing that selection form factors expand very fast.
So Eva, this has been an honor. This has been an absolute privilege. I mean, the conversation was very insightful. Personally for me as well, I got to learn a lot about what you guys are doing here, especially in the consumer electronics space, with the advent and actual amplification of AI in the actual picture of it, right? So if I were to close this conversation down, I feel that new campus, I was there at the last office as well, the whole India story that you guys have built around this new campus, and आपने consumer electronics में जिस तरीके से बताया कि जो next next level of growth premiumization की tier 2 tier 3 से आ रही है, and how in the times of AI you are using AI to solve for those people. I think that's my key takeaway. And this, you know, every time I come to an Amazon office, it feels different, it feels this thing, but this time it feels like it's a vibe, right? And it's well thought out. Everybody's sitting together. There are open screens and people are there are these open spaces everywhere. So yeah, I mean, this looks good from here, and looking forward to sit with you and probably discussing the new trends.
Absolutely, you're welcome anytime. Thank you so much.
Thank you.